There are some moments in life that will make us or break us. It'll determine whether we step into our greatness or whether we shy back and cower. My name is Kris Krohn, and when I was in Peru just a couple weeks ago, I faced a challenge that was so hairy and scary. And I wanted to share with you one step at a time what I actually did to actually make it through that challenge.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
I'm not your adrenaline junkie, right? Like, I'm not going all around the world, jumping off of every building, out of every plane, or everything that I can possibly find. But I also love the thrill and the ride of something that pushes and something that challenges. I love it when people tell me I can't do something. I love it when people say that something's not possible. And when I'm here in Peru, I was going with an organization that wouldn't tell us what we were doing. And so we show up, and I'm looking at this. We're in the Sacred Valley, and there is this 1,200 foot tall sheer cliff. And they basically said, strap up, and without a guide, you're going to actually take yourself to the top of this mountain using the ropes and gear, basically strapping in and out all by yourself the whole way. And I'm here with a bunch of my buddies, and I start freaking out inside thinking, wait a second, I'm on this sheer cliff, and if I slip in a moment where I'm not properly geared in, I could die. What would you do in a situation like that, right? So I had this amazing opportunity to, first of all, just practice breathing.
Hey, what's up? We are partway up this mountain. I've got the Brandy Dobson here with me. Climber extraordinaire. Apparently, dude, you are hot on my heels. He's got it going on. We're just chilling for a second in this high altitude. I don't know, we're at 11, 12,000 feet. The air is a little bit thin, but going strong. You can see what awaits us. Woo!
One of the things that I'm working on in my life is I'm working towards my black belt, almost have achieved that in Taekwondo, and I'm training my body to relax when it would feel supernatural for there to be tension. Most of us, when we face a challenge that's uncomfortable, not just a physical challenge, but some of us have challenges like I'm uncomfortable around people, or some of us are like, how do I even forgive this person? We have things that ignite fear. We have things that ignite stress, anxiety, worry, doubt, things that cripple us. And here's what I've learned in life. How we do some things is how we do all things, which means that if you're participating in an activity that risks throwing you off your groove, you're gonna see that show up in other areas of your life. So check this out. I'm on this sheer cliff. They're giving us some training. They're showing us how to safely clip in and clip out, but then they basically say, go. And up I went. And I wanna share with you the secret that really helped me get through this. For me, I'll tell you this. If I look down, I'm freaking gonna lose my lunch. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm just gonna lose. If I look straight up, it can be disheartening and miserable. So I decided instead that I'm gonna be present. Up is future, down is past. I'm gonna get present with what's right in front of me. And all there was for me was always the next step, what needs to happen. And I ascended this cliff just one step at a time, moving my body.
Today we have gone up 1,000 feet, and we've been climbing on gear like this. We've been roping ourselves in, hanging out with all these amazing business leaders and studs. And behind me, what you see is a pod that is attached to the side of a cliff. People pay $400 or $500 a night. They got to climb up here. It takes a couple hours. Can you just imagine for a moment, being the housekeeper that gets that 1 a.m. call, my AC's not working, the toilet's not flushing, or I don't know, I need some champagne. That'd be kind of crazy call to get. But wow, talk about extreme and crazy.
There was a couple of gnarly parts. There's this part where literally there's this bridge, you're on a single wire and you're holding this other wire and you're moving yourself across. And listen, if I fell, my ropes would have caught me, but that's just not that comforting, that moment when you're like, oh my gosh.
Well, that was a 1,200 foot climb, and we are at the top of our journey. Now we are gearing up for the zip line. We got 6 zips taking us all the way down. And if those zips are anything like what that climb was going up, this is gonna be freaking rocking.
It was thrilling to feel like I had done something. I had faced a fear and I had achieved it. But how did I really do it? Staying present, one step at a time. When I look at me in business, there are these moments where I do things and people are like, dude, where did you find the courage to do that? How did you find the impetus to actually even start that? And in business, it's the same thing. It's one step at a time. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. It just Happens one video at a time. In fact, if you have a big project or something that's scary or terrifying, you're trying to take down this elephant and you need to eat this elephant, you're gonna do it one bite at a time. But if you allow yourself to get overwhelmed by looking at too much, what it can do is it can stall you and it can pause you. Most people that I meet when they come to my super high-end energy events, teaching them wealth, giving them their $1 million game plan, showing them how to literally take themselves outside of society's system and to create the life of their dreams. Most people have found a way to get stuck in a few areas of their life, and they have habituated themselves to this inability to actually move forward because they're afraid. And I'm just gonna tell you, I think of that Nike slogan that just says, just do it. The reality is what you need to do is you need to get in the game just winning one step at a time. You gotta have a plan, you gotta look to the future, you gotta know where you wanna wind up. But then when it comes time to execution is everything, my friend, which means that every step you take is the most important step. Stop thinking ahead. Stop thinking about step 20 or step 2000. You gotta focus on, what do I need to do today? How do I bring that back? My success in life has come back from this. I start off every day, I look at the day ahead of me. I've created open space for myself to having free time during the day to put the unplanned. So I plan for that unplanned moment, and then I get to my intuition and I ask, what is needful today? I know what I want, I know what my goal is. What is the next step in that? And if I'm quiet in that grounded state, it's sometimes email this person, talk to this person, reach out here, do this thing. And some of the things that I get terrify me. They're scary. So you know what? I do them first. In fact, my day hasn't started before I've sent that text, made that call, done that thing, gotten in my car, gotten where I needed to go. This is a way of life. This isn't about scaling freaky walls. This isn't about jumping out of planes. This is about every single day life. And the reality is, those of us that are gonna meet our greatness in life are those that take one step at a time and step in to make it happen. I've never been in war, but I can imagine that if I was a soldier in an army, I'd be there with my brothers and sisters in arms, and we're gonna win that war moving one step at a time. It's the same in business, it's the same at the gym, it's getting one more rep, and frankly, that's life. That's the way that it goes down, and that's how you're gonna win. So no matter how impossible the challenge, no matter how big it is, how you're gonna win is by taking it down one step at a time. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for watching. For some of you, if you like this video, please share it with somebody. But more importantly, if you look in the resources below, there's a book that I've written called Limitless, and it is dedicated to your greatness. It's dedicated to you living your life, the life of your dreams. Some of you know that I have a podcast out there. It's called Have It All. And I think the thing that I would share with you is that in this book that I'm giving away to you for free, you just gotta click the link below and put your information in. And what you're gonna find in that book is a strategy that I've used to face my deepest fears and overcome them. Starting with my belief system to, if you wanna make the impossible possible, you have to develop a belief system of possibility that can actually make something work if you'll take those steps. Steps are action, and if execution is everything, then everything that happens before that step is challenging your belief system, making a decision, and then you can move forward. All of that information is available to you for free in this book, Limitless. Click the link in the description below, get your hands on it, and I hope, because that's my life's work, I hope that that book will liberate you. I hope it will open you up. I hope it will help you face your fears, your challenges, the opposition that is a part of life for all of us, and that it will unlock you to go to your next level.